Once again, I'm really proud to bring you Blue Label Telecoms interim results for November 2016. And I think overall as management, pretty happy with what we achieved. Overall, a really good 6 months across the board of what we've been trying to achieve. Our revenue is up 3%. In fact, if you impute back the pinless revenue, we were actually up 9% for the 6 months, so really a bit ahead of what we had indicated to the market. Our gross profit was up 25%. Our headline earnings per share were up over 52%. So I think overall what we delivered from a numbers point of view was really satisfying. But I think more important than that is actually what's coming through for us. And, you know, a lot of work that's been put into the rural markets of this country. You know, I mentioned before that 85% of our total distribution channel is rural, and that's the heart and soul of what we do, and that's really starting to pay dividends. 15% of our revenue is generated from your typical traditional stores that you would know. So I think overall what we are inputting across the country, our new products and services, electricity continues to grow. Once again, saw growth of 8% in our gross profit, as well as revenues for the half year, just under 7 billion rand. Ticketing continues to really grow nicely. You know, we just signed up recently the contract to do Putco buses, which is a really great arsenal for us in our armory. And I think overall, just products and services as a whole really coming together in the last 6 months. And of course, already 3 months into the new year, and a nice continuation in what we're doing in what wasn't an easy year last year. I guess overall, the climate, the macro economy of South Africa, it was a pretty difficult year, and Blue Label came through it, which means we're doing more of the right stuff. We're growing really nicely organically from an SA perspective. Mexico looks really good for us. In December, we turned EBITDA positive, which is really a good turn for us. You know, India, you know, very different model of where we're trying to acquire mobile wallets and grow that in a whole different way. So I think really the vision and the strategy of Blue Label, specifically in South Africa, going really nicely. International starting to really pay off for us. And I think more importantly than all of it is actually very excited for the next 6 and 12 months. You know, we don't see doom and gloom at all. South Africa looks good for us. What we're doing in South Africa looks like it's really taking off and is good for us. And of course, the prospects of many new deals, some of which you have read about in the newspaper, and hopefully that we will conclude shortly. So very positive for the next 6 and 12 months, and hopefully we do more of the same and just do it better.